Tomorrow night, 18 senators are going to be traveling down to the southern border to see firsthand the crisis that is unfolding. Our friends in the media right now are not allowed to come. We want the American people to see what's happening. But Joe Biden doesn't want you to see that.
We're so overwhelmed with traffic here in the Rio Grande Valley sector that there's just nonstop flow of people coming across illegally, mainly children, family units.
Senator Cruz and I invited our colleagues from the United States Senate to come down here to see what we have a chance to see and to listen to the experts, namely you, on what's exactly happening here at the borders.
We're here to listen. We're here to learn. We're here to see with our own eyes exactly what is unfolding, the tragedy that is unfolding on the border. And we're here to do everything we can to shine a light on it.
We really appreciate the opportunity, your hospitality, and the chance to see what we're going to see both tonight and tomorrow.
We're here tonight to learn, but equally important to say thank you.
These Border Patrol agents, they have the hardest job in this country right now. We're down here to see how we can help improve that and hopefully go back with some policies that'll be effective.
Just talking with the people in charge here, you know, the compassion that they have for all these young kids coming across brings tears to your eyes. But people need to understand what's going on here, so I'm glad to be here.
You face danger, and yet you act with compassion toward the children that are coming across the border. We have got to change our policies, and we have to better understand what is happening.
We're here basically with the Midnight Patrol. We're going to be right along with the Border Patrol along the border tonight. This is an effort by smugglers, drug traffickers, human traffickers. They're coming in. Talking to the Border Patrol, they say the green light was flipped when President Biden came into office, and things have just gotten worse and worse and worse.
And I want to say something about your families. When you go home, you bring the job with you, right? So how about a round of applause for your families who put up with us?
The solution here is a wall in strategic locations. That is the only way we're going to be able to stop these people from coming across. And I'm talking about all types of people. Now, the wall will not stop family units and unaccompanied children. The only way you stop unaccompanied children and these family units is by stopping catch and release and stopping that magnet. You implement the migrant protection protocols all over again. Because the reason people are leaving Central America to come into the United States is because they know that if they make it across that river, they're going to get released. So for them, it's worth paying their life savings to a smuggler because it's a guaranteed ticket into the United States. So this right here is a clandestine operation, an underground operation that the federal government is conducting here. The journalists are not allowed here. This bridge goes all the way to Mexico, maybe about a mile at the most, right? So the process is so jacked up that people just cross the border illegally. As long as they make it through all this gauntlet, they make it back here, they're gonna get released.
We're down on the southwest border in the Rio Grande Valley, and we are seeing children and families who are suffering as a result of political decisions Joe Biden made.
This is cause and effect. It's what President Biden did on January 20th when he rescinded the Remain in Mexico policy, when he ceased building the border wall. It sent a strong message down to Central America that the southern border is open. What you see behind me, these children and these mothers and fathers and relatives, is a direct result of President Biden's policies. President Biden adopted a policy that the smugglers take advantage of, that if you come with a child who's under 6 years of age and you get here, you're released until our country.
You can see pretty much everybody here has somebody who's under 6, and that is the result of the exception that the Biden administration put on the Title 42 rule. Just talking to some of these young women, they're all young, they all have 2 or 3 year old kids. They've had a horrendous journey. The ones I've been talking to are all from Guatemala, over 3 weeks to get here, and let's face it, they just didn't show up here. It's all the drug cartels, it's the coyotes.
This facility did not exist 3 months ago. This has been stood up to be able to move people as rapidly as possible into the country.
We've seen a massive departure from a series of policies that were working. we had the flow of family units and unaccompanied children. We had it pretty well stopped until President Biden blew up those successful policies, and now it's resulting in this. And we know it's going to happen. We know how the human traffickers take advantage of this. We know how the drug traffickers take advantage of this. We know the inhumanity that's going to be the result of this disastrous policy.
Humanitarian crisis, health crisis.
They don't have the resources to test for COVID. And when they ask someone if they're sick, they say they're not sick because they know they can get released. And then they're released if they have a child under 6 years old, and they're asked to come back in 4 years. How many are coming back?
We're on the edge of the Rio Grande. The lights you see there are smugglers.